everybody, Colin here. A little bit more work on my roads to show you. I've done some more fencing around the container yard area. And there are changes ahead, I think, for the better. So we'll get on with the update and I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Well, been doing some road markings today. I changed my mind from having a T-junction there. I decided to put a roundabout. When I saw it on a layout, I thought, love it. Let's have one of them. So I'm just in the process of marking this area out. I've put some paths over here for them to get into the actual work area, and I'm just putting a single yellow line down for no parking. Well, that's a little bit more to my markings. Now, as you can see, I give way double markings, but roundabouts only have one marking. So I've had to take them up. I'll just touch that up with a bit of paint. And I'll just put those yellow lines on. So it's looking better. Right, I've just put some, I said I'd use the yard grind somewhere in here, because I'm going to put some foliage in there and then some static grass, because a lot of the time these islands are very rough. Put a couple of bushes in, maybe a couple of trees. We'll have to see about trees. So I'll keep you informed. Well, the bridge is out. The bridge is actually up here. I've just been sticking some stuff on there where you can see just a bit of the white PVA. Well, that's what it's looking like on the road side. And a bit of greenery on the canal side. And I've just put that paving, the edging stone in, and that's green, ready for static grass. And I've just put some light soil, gravel down there for people to walk on. So, and I've just painted the edges of the card and a bit of the board. So it just tends to blend together a bit. That's the next thing, is the static grass. So this is as far as I've got with my roads, and I'm going to take a break from doing it because I like doing different things. So I'm just showing you the areas I've done, the roundabout. Come back to about there with the line markings. I do have speed limits on now. So, and this is looking at it down there. And that's the entrance into the Eddie Stowbar yard. gates open, but I've got some more lineage to put on. But like I say, I just thought I'd have a break because I just think it's good to have time out from doing one thing and doing something else. So on with the next bit of information I've got for you. Well, I've been having a think. I know it's dangerous, but we all do it. This area here, the bank, the Eddie Stobard, the gantry, my roadworks, all down here to here. Very happy with this hillside with a bit of a town, what I'm going to have up there. My turntable area, even though I know it's not finished yet. And the TMD yard I'm happy with, except for the TMD yard is going to move. It's only going to move a little distance. It's going to move from here where it is over this way a bit. So it sort of goes, maybe this line might be here and this line might be here. This will still be used. There's a couple of reasons for this. Well, there's one main, there's two reasons really for this. This shed is a bit too close to this curve here, and getting long 66 diesels in, or the class 60 through here, hits one of these. Now yes, I can move it backwards a little bit, which would get over that, but there's another reason I want to move it this way. Now on my control board, these two lines are my engine shed and these are storage, which these are the storage lines. It won't affect my control board because it's near enough going to be in the same place. If anything, it'll be sort of more like the control panel. With it moving that way slightly, it will tend to match that, because that green line there, even though it doesn't look it on here, I know it's green, is close to that. But as you can see, there's a bit of a distance from it. So I'm going to move this TMD that way. And I want to get on this one a bit more straight on before my concrete area, even though at the moment this looks like tarmac, starts after the curve, not in the curve. It's a neater job. All the sensors, what I've put in up to now, will still work. The point motors will still work, they just have to be moved. So I'm not bothered about that. So what's going to happen when I move this is something I've tried to do, and I have shown it in one of my videos, that at the moment I have two circuits, a clockwise and an anti-clockwise, what I can run continuous and operate one more. Now I can either operate TMD, turntable, or my gantry area, or do a bit of shunting, or move stuff about while other things are running. Now I have had a third loop, but I have to control it, which, okay, it's not the worst thing in the world, but what I want to do is have what I want to do is have 3 continuous trains running and 1 eye move. TMD, turntable, gantry. And why I have to control it, because it comes over these crossings. That crossing and that crossing are my continuous loops, anti and clockwise. So I have to control, make sure they don't crash. So that's okay, I can do that, but like I say, I want to have 3. I am not totally happy with some of my track lane here. That one in particular isn't a pure straight off and a curve. It sort of all of a sudden goes like that. Not happy with that. So that needs changing. I want to try and put in a double slip here. All this area, all of the power station is going to stay because I like it there. I love it. I haven't finished it, but I always do a bit. I find do a bit somewhere, then have a change, go and do a bit somewhere else. Keeps you more interested instead of just doing one thing until it's complete and getting maybe bored of it or getting frustrated. So this is what I like to do. A bit of this and a bit of the other, but this track is something extra. All of this area here is going to change. Over here I was going to have a DMU yard. That is going. That double slip's going to go from here. That's going to move or go. That's going to move or go. They're all going to move or go. Because what I'm thinking of doing is, sorry for changing and moving round. What I'm going to do is alter this. It's going to roughly stay the same, but what's going to happen is here it's going to change. This is going to curve in here and just run down the side here and then out to there, because I like it going through that as well. And what's going to happen, that'll open this area up, and somewhere under here I'm going to put a point. This line is going to start to rise up all the way here. It's going to go up and up just to a normal standard height for crossing railway lines, and it's going to go somewhere. I haven't decided this bit yet, but it's going to go round over here somewhere cross. I haven't decided yet. Curve round curve around here, and it's going to go up this, but at a higher level. So in theory, it's just going to go straight until it touches here, and then there'll be a point up here. So I'll still be able to use my reversing loops, because this is the one what makes me go from clockwise to anti-clockwise. So that will still be used, but if I want to, I can have a continuous line, because it'll go round that, under the hill, round here, round this bit, through there, down this bank. It'll come down to this freeway point, come on this line. Now, one thing what may happen, that point will stay, but it may get another point in here, and then it might go into two lines, or it might, what may happen, I may take it from that crossing there, that double slip, and run a line next to it. So there'll be two lines going for the crossing, for the road crossing. So my container yard will still work on this. It can still get off the anti-clockwise, and it still can go to the clockwise, because what will happen is this is going to run round here, two lines, around here. Don't know what I'm doing yet with this point. That one, I may alter it, but what's going to happen is somewhere here the two lines will join up. The two lines will join up somewhere here. It'll go across this. Now this line is still going to be there, but it's going to move over to maybe this, or a little bit more, because of this bank going up here. So from that point there, the reverse loop from anti-clockwise to clockwise will be on the inside there. It'll run under here and round, and then cross like it is doing. So my third track will cross here, run through here, through there, underneath the hill, out, down here, which will be rising, and do this continuous movement. But the third line will like do two circuits before it completes one whole one. It'll be going clockwise, and then it'll be going anti-clockwise. So I'm pleased about that. And it's so I can just have three engines running continuous, and a third one, the fourth one I control. And it'll just tidy a few little areas of my track lane what's not perfect. I should have made it perfect in first place, but you know it is. You just don't. So what also may happen here is the station may move this way, and I'm going to get rid of that track there, which is a terminus part. I am going to move it to that end. And the reason is because the stations are exactly opposite each other. They are there, but that one's down there, and the rest of the internal on the inside is that way. I need to get a footbridge across, and the footbridge going over to a narrow platform isn't possibly very good and safe. So this will then become wider, and it'll just give me a little bit more room up this edge to get this other track in here. I haven't decided yet if the high track is going to be on this side or against the scenery. Part of me says do it against the scenery. Some of me says the other, but I haven't just decided just yet. So that's what I'm going to do. And if I do move the station that way, it'll just alter this area here. And I am going to move that track out there a bit. So it just comes from there round to here. Just to give me a bit more room to do my banking down. So for now, that's what I'm going to do. I love everywhere else. I love this part. I love this area. And the turntable. But I just need to alter this area here. What may happen eventually that I put my DMU area in this area here. I have a new light and it tends to flash with this camera, so I do apologise when it's looking slightly to the right. There it's okay, but the moment I start moving over here, if my camera's just pointing slightly downwards, it flashes. If I rise to get it very vertical, it nearly goes. Just depends what mood it's in. So I apologise for that. It's a nice bright light for me to work with, but not for doing this filming. So everything around here will stay. All right with that. I may start by moving my TMD yard. So I thought I'd let you know my plans. Well, so that's the changes and the update of the area I've been working on. I tend to like doing a bit here and a bit there, just to take the monotonous off it. Just doing one thing, like just ballasting, or okay, I haven't done much ballasting, but I like doing different things just to keep the interest going. I'm not saying that I would get bored of just doing one thing all the time, but I like, thinking of things and improving it. And this will possibly be the last time you see that there. It's going to be more here. So thanks very much for watching. Any new subscribers or anybody new, if you'd like to subscribe, please do. Any comments, please leave, and like, and tick the like. And look forward to the next one. Bye.